And welcome back. As we've been reporting all morning, UAW officially on strike after that midnight deadline came and went without a deal with the big three. Union factory workers are refusing to show up at 3 plants this morning, one of them here in Michigan. Fox's Doug Luzader joins us live from Washington, D.C. So, Doug, we find your perspective really interesting as we look at locally what's happening. But, of course, this has far-reaching economic and political consequences even. Good morning.
It certainly does, Dina. Good morning. And we do expect, according to the White House, to hear from the president about this later today, just because the implications of this strike could be huge for the nation.
We are the union! We are the union!
It didn't take long for the picket lines to pop up.
It was pretty crazy, wild. This is like history, so I'm proud to be here.
As the midnight deadline approached, the UAW and its new aggressive president made good on what has emerged as a limited strike plan for now.
Tonight, for the first time in our history, we will strike all three of the big three at once.
Hitting all three, but in a limited way, choosing plants in 3 states, Michigan, Ohio, and Missouri. And while that affects each automaker, it's just 1 plant each, which also helps preserve the union's strike fund for a prolonged battle. Car makers say they just can't survive if they meet the union's demands for massive pay hikes, shorter work weeks, and a return to traditional pension plans.
There's no way we can pay people $300,000 to work 4-day work weeks. We would have lost $15 billion and closed, most of our plants in the last couple of years. That's not a future.
We're living through one of the greatest job creation periods in our history.
And the timing is awkward for the Biden administration, with the president just yesterday touting jobs creation. He's reached out to the union and to company leaders, but if anything, both sides may be digging in their heels.
This is our generation's defining moment. The money is there, the cause is righteous, the world is watching, and the UAW is ready to stand up. This is our defining moment.
And again, back here in Washington, we're waiting to hear from the president about all of this. He certainly sees himself, in fact, he says as much, as the most pro-union president in American history. So his message today will be very interesting, no doubt. Dina.
And I mean, you can kind of predict what politicians, based on what side of the aisle they're on, what they're going to say. But Doug, the truth of the matter is, this is a delicate balancing act, right? Because you want people to get fair wages, but also as politicians, you want to make sure that manufacturing continues and people are back at work.
In today's kind of scrambled partisan lines, it doesn't hew precisely to party affiliation on this. Senator J.D. Vance, for instance, tweeted out support for the workers in this, and he's obviously a Republican, arguing that the Biden administration has gone too far with these green edicts to require the use of electric vehicles, and that's driving up costs and taking away potential dollars that could be invested in the workers, for instance. So while it goes to some degree along partisan lines, it's not precisely along them. And politically, that makes this a little bit more difficult to predict.
Well, yeah, you make a good point. Also, probably of who you're representing, right? Who lives in your
that's right.
district? Are they
all
union
politics
workers?
Is local? That's right.
Yeah. Doug Luzader, thank you as always, live from Washington.
Thanks, Tina.